Happy Mothman Monday, friends! I figured it was about time I filmed an update video, because last Monday, I got to play some Switch games early. Notably Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Link's Awakening. So yeah, just sorry this video is so late, but I've just been busy every single day this week, and like the rest of my waking moments have been spent playing Fallout 76, which has been a time, you know. So I went to a business gaming convention last week that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to name, but it was the same one as last year in Whistler, where I got to play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Only this time it was in Vancouver, so nice and close, but more on the actual convention itself after. I want to talk about Link's Awakening first, so if you somehow don't know what Link's Awakening is though, it's a remake of the 1993 original Link's Awakening, which was the first Zelda game on the Game Boy, which is also probably the best Zelda game on a portable system, save for Breath of the Wild if you want to count that. I guess I'd count Breath of the Wild as a portable Zelda, whatever. But as a measure of like how popular and how good Link's Awakening was, this is the second time the game is being remade, like with the first remake being Link's Awakening DX, which was released like 5 years after the original, which was the version I played, Game Boy Color. I played that one as a kid, and so to me, Link's Awakening is like the most Zelda-y Zelda game. If you want a Zelda game, you pick up Link's Awakening. It's very classic Zelda 1, and how it's got like straightforward dungeons with the little puzzles, but it's like not too gimmicky. But it also has the little side quests and mini games that's like really characteristic of the newer Zeldas. So yeah, it is the most Zelda-y Zelda game that I think is out there right now. But yeah, I stared at the game for like 3 hours straight, and my conclusion is Link's Awakening for Switch is amazing, and I can't wait for this Friday. It looks absolutely incredible, and like the plasticky toy style is so cute. Like moving around and swinging your sword feels just like playing the original on the Game Boy, and you'll just have to play it yourself to feel what I mean. The new music, or rather the reimagined soundtrack, is fantastic. The game's all about music too, so I should hope it is. But yeah, after playing it myself, I would definitely buy it for Switch, even though it's like a full price remake. I don't know if it'll be worth it. Like, yeah, it's a remake of a game that I already own twice, but I still want it, like, from the extra stuff. Like, the Dungeon Maker, which I didn't get to play, but I also heard it's not super great, but it's a bonus thing, you don't have to play it. And there's just like little quality of life things that would just put it above getting the original. Like, sure, you can buy the original right now for your 3DS. I think it's still up there. But yeah, I'd recommend getting just this for the Switch instead, because like there's little quality of life things like how the sword and the shield are on their own buttons, leaving X and Y open for you to equip 2 items at the same time. Some of the enemies are different. There's like lots of different things compared to the original. Like the moblins in the forest, you'll see right away that they attack you, but you have to block them to actually kill them rather than just swinging your sword madly about. Like, I'm not saying these little things make up for the full price, but I am saying that the only downsides to the remake are just the price, and then like maybe the length of the game. It's not one of the longest Zeldas, but it is a really good Zelda. So if you have money and you don't have a ton of time to play a Zelda game, there's no problem at all. Perfect game. Practically everyone I demoed to played the original and was already a huge fan of the game, so I got to have some really good conversations. Although, I was basically the hint guy, because I dispensed at least 1 hint per person, because Link's Awakening is really tricky. It's probably trickier than you remember if you want to replay it. Like, I already had the beginning of Link's Awakening memorized, because I just love the game so much, so I was able to guide people through with no problem. Nintendo made the right choice putting me on Link's Awakening all day. I was the only person on that station, so heh. It was the best. But yeah, just warning to everyone who's picking the game up this Friday for the first time, pay attention to the things NPCs say, try your items. Like, even among people who beat the original, the things that trip people up the most were forgetting they can push the spikies out of the way with their shield when they were trying to get the sword on the beach, and then like getting lost in the forest a bunch trying to get the Tail Cave key, just like not reading things and not picking up on hints. Like, I know for a fact that tons of little kids gave up before they even got to the first dungeon with the originals, and I can definitely see that happening again, because it's just a full remake. There's no hints, it's very Zelda 1 in that way, and how you just have to know what you're doing or you'll be lost forever. But yeah, if you really like Link's Awakening like me, you should definitely get Link's Awakening on this Friday, and if you have never played Link's Awakening before, you should definitely pick it up for the Switch this Friday, or I will never forgive you. It is an incredible game, it's an incredible experience just like by itself, and I can see this making people's Game of the Year lists easy. If you're still on the fence though, you could just wait a couple weeks and maybe I'll have a full Let's Play up. I don't know. We'll see if I actually get around to filming stuff. Next, let's talk about Sword and Shield. Did my background work? Nice. Alright. I was really excited to play this game, and like so excited, and the demo just sorta left me feeling kinda meh. Like, I didn't get to look at it as long because, again, I was working the whole time, and then I was tethered to Link's Awakening, which was on the other side of the booth. But I did get to play through the water gym with Nessa. I played in handheld mode, so on handheld mode, first off, the game looks amazing, looks sharp, runs well, feels okay. I don't know if this is just the water gym, but your character slides around a little bit, which, like, is distracting and sometimes annoying. But other than that, it just looks like Pokemon. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. I've played every single Pokemon game, and Sword and Shield looks and feels the same as the newer ones. The demo gives you all the starters, Grookey, Sobble, Scorbunny, and then it fills the rest of your party with, like, Wooloo, Yamper, and what's that crow? Corviknight. But yeah, I tried them all, and it's just Pokemon. Like, they don't feel any different. It's just Pokemon. Like, a really stupid complaint I have is that the scale of things, it's really annoying. Like, I'm not saying that I prefer when the entire gym fits on one screen, but like the water gym is ridiculously huge in that way where they're like trying to inspire awe in like a cheap way, like they do with the massive staircases between Elite Four members in the other games. But like, it's just really annoying because the whole puzzle is just running back and forth to hit buttons, and it gets tedious really fast. Because like, I legitimately spent 10 minutes just running around the gym, and I didn't get stuck or lost or anything. The gym is actually just that big, and the trainers are so spaced out. The whole time, I was worried that the 15-minute timer would run out, because like there's just so much running around involved. I felt like I was wasting my time almost, just running around in a wet room when I'd much rather be battling constantly. One thing I do like about the gym though is that there's a guy stationed within the gym to heal you near the entrance, so you don't have to run back to a Poke Center before you battle the gym leader. But like, I might as well have, because it took so long to run all the way back to him in that huge-ass gym. It's like, what's the point? Like, I bet Nessa has to show up to work half an hour early just to get to her stadium, because like, it's so far from the entrance. Have I spent enough time on this joke? I don't know. But yeah, it's just Pokemon. Looks and feels like Pokemon. They all look the same. It's just Pokemon. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. This was supposed to be a quick update, and this is going on for many minutes. Whoops. But yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is the Switch Lite. Like, I don't really know what to do with the Switch Lite, you know? Because like, at the P&E, so many parents were so confused about the Lite and how there isn't much, like, there's not much to get. It's just the Switch minus all the stuff. Like, honestly, the Switch Lite is actually a pretty bad value, because like, for $140 more Canadian, you get the classic that comes with the pair of Joy-Con, the dock, the HDMI cables, the Joy-Con straps, all that stuff. Like, I would never recommend the Lite to anyone with friends or a TV. It's like, if you have no friends and you do not own a TV, the Switch Lite is the perfect console for you. But other than that, nah. Anyway, I'm off track. I wanted to talk about how it looks fantastic, and if I didn't record a Switch video every once in a blue moon and needed the HDMI, I'd totally trade my Switches in for a yellow and a blue. Like, look at them, they look great. The colors are just as bright as it looks in the picture. It's sleek as hell, the back looks great. I didn't get a chance to hold it though, because they were like, when I got there, they were locked under a box already, and then when they were taking everything down, I was running a tournament, so I didn't get to touch them, unfortunately. I really wanted to. They look so smooth. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for the games. Like, I also got to play a little bit of Witcher on the Switch. It looks terrible. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that, but it doesn't look super great. I didn't get a chance to play Luigi's Mansion because all the demos were full. But yeah, our booth was the best. The convention was great. We had like the most games available to play too. Like, most of the other booths just went all in on one game. Like, 2K did all Borderlands demos. Bethesda only had Doom Eternal, which was sad because I would have really liked to see how janky Fallout 76 Wastelanders is. They did play the trailer, but I missed it. I didn't get a chance to play it, but we were right beside the Squeenix booth, so we got to see a lot of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it looks great. It looks really, really good. It looks really, really fun, too. A couple of us did play it. A couple of us Nintendo kids, right before the show started, we were allowed to play, but there weren't enough demo stations, so it was just a bunch of Nintendo kids huddled around, yelling at the Final Fantasy VII TVs for half an hour. It looks great, and I can't wait for it. I wish I could have played it. But yeah. There were so many people coming, like, this event, it has people coming in from all over Canada, which just really means a bunch of Quebecers showed up and said French words to everyone. And like, I almost felt bad because I could understand them, because like I learned Quebec French and not France French apparently. But yeah, I couldn't reply to them because I didn't want them to know I knew French. But everyone knew English anyway, so it was fine. Like, also, I don't know what they expected speaking French to us, because they're in BC. No one speaks French here. There were a ton of French tourists outside, too. Like, sure, you go to Canada vacation because you can read the signs and the labels, but, like, it's just Vancouver. There's nothing to do here but get food. Well, actually, no. Like, there were so many tourists just swarming around the convention center. Like, I almost felt sorry for them, because, like, I can come see the mountains and the trees and the sunset on the water whenever I want, but it made me feel kind of bad, because, like, my favorite thing— like, I'm so used to how pretty Vancouver is, that my favorite thing to come see is the giant sulfur piles. I love them so much. The piles! But, yeah, that was the convention. It was great. I had a great time, and I would love to do it again. Nintendo, if you're watching. Yeah, that's what I've been up to, and I'm sorry this is a 13-minute long video. It was supposed to be 5 or less. I hope I'll just edit the video bits in now. Hopefully the clips work. But yeah. I will be trying to film more Let's Plays. Monday and Tuesday are now my filming days. I was trying to set up a stream schedule, but something is janky with my computer, so that's not gonna happen. So yeah, see you guys maybe next Monday or Tuesday whenever the video comes out. Also, I hit 500 subscribers recently. Wow! I can't wait for it to plummet in the next couple of weeks. Goodbye!